Paloma loves, marhaba habibete. You guys are watching this and I'm wearing a fancy shirt that keeps riding up. Anyways, we're gonna ignore that. I tried to get all fancy for you guys today. I hope you like it. You guys are watching this and I am probably, well, actually I'm not on a plane yet. I'm going out of town this weekend. So I am filming this a couple days early so that I can have it up in time before then. I'll chat more about that at the end of this video when I do some favorites. So before that, I want to use some points of positivity. But before that, let's talk about some products. So May was an interesting month. At the beginning, I didn't wear too much makeup because I was away and running and all that kind of stuff. And then I got back home and I was like in, what do you call that? Not redox. Oh, you guys, I'm having a moment. I cannot speak all week long. Like a moment that's been lasting a couple days. I was in, what is that called? Withdrawal, maybe? I don't know. I wanted to wear a lot of makeup, so I've got a bunch of favorites to share with you. Most of them are from the second half of the month, but so be it. Also, can we have a moment, like, it's the end of May, which means it's June, which means it's summer. I feel like winter usually is so difficult for me. We just, like, sludge through it, and I'm, like, counting down the days and, like, waiting for the grass to get green. And I think maybe because our winter here was so mild, I feel like I blinked and I missed winter and we're now in summer. Like, it's insane. Anyways, but let's talk about some favorites. So the first is like a base primer product. It's the BECCA backlit, what is it called? Backlit priming filter. I did film a review on it. If it's up, I'll link it down below. I am wearing it under my makeup today. I've just been finding that it's been giving such a lovely glow, such a healthy finish to my face, and I have really been enjoying it. So that is my first favorite. My second, which I actually don't think the review is up for yet, but it's coming. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer. My shade is 01 Creamy Vanilla. It is a lovely shade. The reason the review isn't up yet is because every time I would sit to film, I'm so in the habit of doing my face makeup and then starting to film that I'm like, oh, I need to film a demo of me putting this on for the foundation, for the review. But it's a lovely full coverage foundation without looking too cakey. I do find that the shades run a little bit darker than most shades. So like I said, this one is in 01, that's me, and there are obviously going to be people that are a lot fairer than I am. Someone did tell me that Milani originally started targeting darker skin tones and targeting warmer skin tones, which is sometimes hard to find at the drugstore. So if that's the case, that would explain why it's the way it is. And I will say that this one is quite a yellow tone foundation. I'm happy that I found something that works for me. It is a great foundation if you can find your shade, but finding your shade might be the trick with this guy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Also, I love that it comes with such a great pump and a glass bottle. Overall, a huge winner in my books. The next kind of face product is not going to be a surprise. It's from the NARS NARSissit palette, but the powder itself is actually found in a permanent powder palette from NARS. It's the Olympia Duo. So I mainly love the like whiter powder to set my under eye. It's what I've been using, what I am using. But I do also really like the, is it Olympia or Paloma? Sorry, it's the Paloma palette. That they sell just these two as like a highlight contour duo. This is what I'm wearing as a contour today, and I do like it. It's nice and warm. I could even sometimes wear it as a blush, but this one is the one that I've hit like major divot in, and I really like it. I think once I do pan that one, because that one I'm going to pan before any of the rest of the palette, I'll probably go buy that duo because it's just nice, lightweight, pretty powder. So there's that. And then I've also been loving my Kat Von D what is this called? Crushed Metal Eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. I know this one is constantly sold out, but I would say keep an eye out anytime you walk to the mall, walk into Sephora, have a look for it, look online, set up those notifications. It's right there. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. It is worth all the hype that it gets because I find that it's nice and intense, but it's still... Sometimes highlighters that are intense will just sit like on top of the skin and not really blend out with everything else. This one is nice because it's distinctive, it's full on, but it blends well with the rest of your makeup. So highly, highly recommend, and I can attest to the fact that it is totally worth the hype. The last complexion product that I actually forgot to mention, but I see it sitting in front of me now, is my Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to try to show you this side and not the dirty side, because it's gross on the other side. I just used it. I have really been enjoying it. I keep forgetting to test out the actual Beauty Blender again so I can compare the two because I've been enjoying this one so much, but I will. It'll happen, don't you worry. But yeah, it's a lovely product that's been just giving me the kind of finish I've been craving with my base. that I wasn't quite getting with my makeup brushes anymore. So yeah, I've really been enjoying that. And then the last complexion related product, and I don't love to show limited edition collections because I know how frustrating it can be, but I had to be honest to something I'd rediscovered in case you had it in your collection or you had a dupe to pull it back out. It's the MAC Archie Girl Blush and Cream Soda. It's such a gorgeous peach, and I don't know why I forget to reach for it. I always think it's going to be too light, but it gives such a beautiful color to the cheeks. I love, love, love peachy blushes. It's there. See, again, you think it's going to be too light, but it gives such a gorgeous color and flush and kind of like a pop of color, but it's still natural. My hands are darker than my face. Evidently the SPF I'm using on my hands is not effective enough, but it just gives such a gorgeous, gorgeous flush to the cheeks, so I've been loving that all month long. I have one skincare goodie that I've really been enjoying that I still owe you guys a review on. It's the Manuka Dr. Age Defying Eye Cream. Because I still have a bunch of it, I actually haven't figured out where to buy it here in Canada yet. I'll figure it out and let you guys know. But this guy has been really lovely and really hydrating. I've been realizing that my under eyes recently have been quite dehydrated. This one's been really lovely, just giving them that boost of moisture that they need and helping reduce those fine lines. In terms of lipstick, there's only really been one that I've been reaching for consistently. Like, I've been trying a bunch of different things, but the one that I've been reaching for consistently and that's shocked me is the one from the Katy Kat Matte collection. It's in Catcall. You guys know how I usually feel about fuchsia lips, but there's something about this one that just, I don't know. I love it. I've been using it nonstop, and it's making me extra happy because it's not a color I usually reach for. So there's that. And then the last two products are products I've raved about a bunch, so they're probably no surprise. The first is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious Mascara. I was without this for a little while, and then I brought it back into my routine, and I don't ever want to be without it again. I'm sorry, forgive me, I will never leave you. And then the Brow Definer, I think it's called. I don't know, it doesn't say on the thing. I'll write it down in the description box. But it's the brow pencil from Sleek. So I've done a review for you guys on this one. I think the spoolie is lovely. I think the pencil itself is lovely, and the nice little angle tip makes it easy. I think it's a good price point. So yeah, it is what I have been loving all month long. And I think that is it. Let me know what products you guys have been reaching for in May. And yeah, I'm doing some points of positivity month related. The first was definitely my half marathon and trip down to California, which was just a huge, huge, huge positive moment that made me smile. My second point of positivity related to May is that I got to see Beyonce in the middle of May, which was fantastic. She was amazing. And just, oh, such a show. And then my third point of positivity is a trip that I'm going on this weekend to go hang out with a sweet friend and hang out with her. I said hang out twice, didn't I? You can tell I'm excited. Anyways, I hope you guys had a fantastic May. I hope June is even better. I will talk to you guys soon, but before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.